Some women are simply born rich, confident, and naturally magnetic to their desires. Let's be clear, this podcast is not for them. However, if you're a soul-driven, visionary, or entrepreneurial woman who's been on a mission to learn how to create a better future bursting to come out of you, welcome to my world. I'm Jo Warwick, and this is Rich, Sexy, and Free. I've dedicated most of my career to helping women get to their core power and unlock the missing pieces for their own unique success. You may already know me as the author of The Big Book of Love. With 30 years experience in psychology, embodiment, manifesting, and energetics, we will be exploring together and with guests all things mindset, self-expression, and richer flow of money and love in your life. The keys to becoming rich, sexy, and free. So if this excites you, don't forget to like and subscribe on your favorite platform so you can stay up to date with the podcast. Let's now dive into today's episode. Hi, and welcome to episode 4. And today we are speaking all about chasing freedom. Now, if this is the first time you're in my world, welcome to Rich, Sexy, and Free. It's so wonderful to have you here. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to catch up with more of the podcast. Now, often in our lives, we're chasing freedom because we believe we are not free. We have a locked mindset, a limitation that in our mind, it's a belief where we think if we have more of something, we will have more freedom, more choice, more experiences, etc. Now, of course, if you have more money, it does give you more opportunities, but that doesn't mean you can't have opportunities when you haven't got those things already. The first thing that has to change is your mindset. Often we are chasing something that is beyond us, which keeps us in a state of limitation. Or we're so busy looking in the I surfed for 17 years. And when you surf, there is an act of, firstly, you have to get in the water. Secondly, there is a waiting time, a sort of patience as you feel the wave coming. Everything is very much about feeling. It's not about thinking. You use your eyes to see the wave, but you must feel it. You must learn to feel when it is the right time to take action, when it's not. And when you decide on the wave that you're going to go for, you start paddling before the wave comes to you. And then as the wave picks you up, you keep paddling to keep momentum. And then you jump up. Now, in that moment of jumping up, you've got to be balanced. You've got to look where you're going so you don't fall down, so your head is up and you're balanced. But most importantly, you've got to be relaxed in your body and enjoying the moment. You're not focused on getting to a destination because otherwise you would have completely missed the point of riding the wave. The wave is about enjoying the flow of the moment. And how does it feel to be in your body? Really focusing on the now. We're so busy chasing that we think if I get this thing, if I get the money, if I get the new job, if I get the car, if I get the house, I'll have more freedom. I will have a sense of being free and I will have more opportunities to do stuff. But when we're chasing, we never, ever get to it. So like riding the wave, we never actually get to enjoy the wave. We're most likely to fall off. We won't stay balanced with the board. We're not in the moment. And it's learning to be in the now, in the flow of the now, which has to be one of the biggest shifts, which comes naturally when you step into that solution-focused mindset. When you stop being in the problem part, when you stop being in the paddling part, when you have to take action. And just like in life, there is a point when you feel this sort of action, but there's also a point where you've got to realize when you need to stop and be in the now, be in the receptive mode, be in the flow, be in it, to enjoy it and be in this pleasure. Because being rich, sexy, and free, being in that modality, being in that process of becoming more and more of you, is the whole point. Is you want to have freedom. You want to be free to be yourself, to express yourself, to be the fullness of yourself, to show up whatever you want in any aspect of your life. But there's the showing up, but there's also the enjoyment. The freedom is the enjoyment, the pleasure in each moment, to work at your own timescale. It's an absolute flip of mindset, of psychology and body frequency, so nervous system. so that we can become more and more present in the day, in the now, because that's all that exists. There is really no past, no future. There is only the now. The more that we can be embodied in that nowness in our bodies, we create this spaciousness to allow us to breathe, to relax, to unfold, to ride the wave to its destination. And there are always cycles. The wave will always reach the beach. There is always another cycle. There is always another highs and the patience part, the going for the next bit. And that is exactly what I teach when I talk about manifesting and living with rich, sexy, and free. Our control is either to ride with the wave or be ahead of it or be delayed or not going forward. We're so busy with our mind either being too far ahead, worrying about what's going to happen, what's going to come, where is it going to happen, what's it going to do for me. We're in anxiety mode. We're off balance. In the Big Book of Love, I do actually have a diagram and explain this better about the kind of way that our body leans forward and leans back. It physically tells us when our mind is so busy chasing this sense of freedom, this belief of freedom, that when I get this thing, I will get freedom. So we're like chasing, a butterfly that's always flying away. Or this paralysis analysis where we're leaning back, we're so busy worrying about the past and we don't do anything. We need to find this juicy place of the now. Eckhart Tolle has a brilliant book, The Power of Now. This being an embodiment in the now is key to finding freedom. I often think about Nelson Mandela's story about when he was in prison. They could take all of his liberty, locked in this very small room. He said they could never take my freedom. The freedom is in the mind. And it truly is. It is in the mind. And when we work with the quantum field, when we work with our understanding of our ability to shift energy, we can shift time, we can shift space by being in the now. But the key part is this being in the juiciness of the pleasure, the enjoyment, the unfolding, the relaxation, and allowing it to be something that you're working with life, the universe, you, your soul, the unfolding of it all. So you're moving forward in a way that you're balanced on the surfboard, actually riding the wave and not frantically paddling, chasing to get to the beach. Why would you chase to get to the beach? I wonder, how is this making you think about how you approach it in your life? Are you busy chasing something ahead of you, thinking that when I get this thing, whatever that is, I will have more freedom, more time, more happiness. And your mind is in anxiety instead of coming from a rich mindset, tapped in, turned on place of your vibrancy and your energy. And you feel sexy and alive and full of energy and that you are free already. Because that's the whole point. You are free. You've always been free. It's about you accepting you can be free to be you in the fullness of yourself, being free to express yourself in the way that you want to, in your unique life, in your self-expression. Oh, exciting. So if you want to have more tools for that, absolutely head over to the Big Book of Love. The second edition, that book will absolutely give you more tools. And of course, head to richsexyandfree.com and you will be able to get the curated video playlist to help you on your journey as rich, sexy, and free. It's been great to connect with you today, but before you leave, if you haven't already, don't forget to come and be part of the Wealthier Woman community. And if you want to find out more about how I can help you personally, or check out any of my books, products, or coaching packages, just simply go ahead and visit richsexyandfree.com. And I look forward to seeing you next week on the podcast.